Good afternoon. My name is Jason Bothwell, and this is my literature review for IL 504, Jacksonville State University Graduate School of Instructional Leadership. A quick overview of what we will be discussing today. We will be discussing directly student engagement and 3 articles that I had the opportunity to review and the details of what each article displayed. We'll be talking about links between school engagement, student engagement in higher education, and lastly, student perception of what active learning actually looks like. In our first article, links between student engagement during adolescence, it touches on 3 behavioral engagements: behavioral engagement, emotional engagement, and cognitive engagement. All 3 levels of engagement, it's said that it disengages the student in the actual experience of learning. Most of these students are easily identified because they're your more troublesome students. They're your students that you have the most disconnect with during class. They're often quiet, not responding, not active in the learning process. And if you are to try to get them into the learning process, the peer pressure of answering or getting their answer wrong in front of their peers often ignites a negative response from them. Attacking this in the adolescent stage, meaning that you find strategies that allow the student to express their thoughts, maybe not out loud, maybe on paper, or just finding something that slowly transitions them into the classroom learning process. The next article focuses on student engagement in the higher education setting. We're talking about the more mature learner. We talk about the engagement that is much deeper and much complex. We're talking about more higher order thinking questions, about more questions that require lengthier dialogue. Complex network connected to different perspectives. When you think about the congregation of a class on a higher ed level, you think about a lot of different nationalities and a lot of different races, which are going to give you a lot of different perspectives on a lot of different topics. Most of your higher education engagement matters are going to be verbal because it allows the bigger dialogue within your class, and the engagement looks like open dialogue. A lot of open dialogue, a lot of bouncing ideas off of each other, a lot of group work, which inspires the learning process. Engagement is widely used to describe various relationships between students, what's being studied, and the institution it's being studied at. In this particular article, it focuses on the environment and the campus environment as to how the particular student advances or does not advance, and how easy it is for them to engage in the learning process and vice versa. Big interactions with peers in the higher ed level. It is said that that's a big contributor to how high the success rate is for most college students. Student perception of active learning. In this particular article, it is suggested that creating learning-centered environments is the most important thing that a faculty member can do to optimize student learning. Getting all of your students involved and creating an environment that is conducive for learning for everybody, for all learning styles. Students reflect, evaluate, analyze, and communicate. This just simply means that in a normal day setting, every class student in the room is active between each other, whether gender, race, differences, perspectives, views, does not matter. Everybody is a part of the actual process. Involvement is more effective with active learning, and exploratory writing helps students better prepare for class. Quick writes that we use on the secondary level that allow students to just really jot notes and just to really get their ideas out on paper without having to focus on grammar issues. It tends to get the dialogue bowl going a little faster than it would to just answer open-ended questions and wait on them to reply and respond. All of these things are different levels of engagement. And I do thank you for your time. These are my references in which I use to formulate my assignment prior to and to create my PowerPoint. I thank you again for your time and have a great day.